good people? This is Darrell. Welcome to Personal Credit Solutions, where we provide credit education for beginners and for advanced credit consumers. Always remember that bad credit is temporary and anyone can have good credit in good time. The purpose of our YouTube channel is to provide credit education to our clients and to help you guys better understand the credit repair process. So understanding your credit and how the process works is very important. We're going to have different videos, and some of them may seem similar. There's a lot of different things you can say about credit, so we want to try and touch base on as many topics as we can. Today we're going to talk about 7 ways to help build your credit. So we talked about 8 best ways to build credit. We're just going to throw down a few ways here to help build your credit. So we hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Building good credit does take time, but making the right moves can help you guys get your credit building timeline started quicker. Some of the best ways include checking your credit report frequently, fixing errors, removing late payments, paying down balances, and managing the credit utilization that you have. So this is one of our emails that we send out to you guys. So we send out educational emails weekly, and in this article we're explaining to you just a few ways in which you can build your credit. Alright, so let's get started. Number 1, do your research. Many consumers don't know what credit scores they have. This is very important to know your credit. Get in there and figure that out, okay? Know what your credit scores are. There are different ways to do it. For example, if you want to get a new car loan, 662 is the credit score for a used car loan. New car loans, they want you to be 680, 713, somewhere in that neighborhood. And your score affects not only whether you get the loan, but what interest rate you have as well. So make sure you're taking that into account. Do a bit of research and then find out what your credit score looks like now. Clean up your credit. Review your credit report carefully and make sure that it is not full of mistakes. There are mistakes on your credit all the time. Make sure that you find the ones that are on your credit and try to get those resolved. Unresolved negatives on your credit can affect you from getting financing. Alright, here they say remove late payments. In the previous video we did talk about late payments not being able to be removed in most cases on open accounts. If the accounts are closed, you have a much better chance of getting these negatives off your credit. Now, if you have a good relationship with the lender, it is worth sometimes asking for goodwill adjustment. Go ahead and do that. It doesn't hurt to try. The odds are you're not going to get it, but I have seen a couple of people get it once in a while. These are people who've had really good relationships for long periods of time. Maybe they spend a lot of money. But on average, you're going to have to deal with it, okay? So just be sure to do that. Pay off your balances, all right? They say 30% is where you should be on your revolving balances. Now, keep in mind you have installment credit, like personal loans, car loans. Mortgage loan is also considered an installment loan because you're basically paying a fixed payment every single month until you pay it off. Whereas with revolving credit, we have the ability to pay it up, to charge it up, pay it back down. So if you look at the factors that affect your score, 35% is your payment history. We all know that we have to pay our bills on time. But how about this? 30% for the amount you owe on your revolving credit. So that's 65% of your score. And if you look at the length of history being 15%, that's 80% of your score. So we focus on length of history, amounts owed, and payment history to build your credit because those are very important. New credit is important as well. They're talking about inquiries here, people. You don't want to have too many inquiries. The best inquiry level is no more than 5 every 2 years. That's excellent for your inquiries. No more than 5 every 2 years. And if you think about it, you don't have to get a lot of inquiries all year long. You don't have to have people pulling your credit. If you get a hold of your credit, you can control those inquiries. Do not let anybody pull it. It's up to you. They need your permission to do that. I'd say 5 inquiries a year is not so bad, but 10 inquiries is too many. So if you had 5 last year and 5 this year, creditors consider 10 inquiries to be too many. I know we have people who have 40 and 50 inquiries coming in all the time. So these are things that are going to hurt you for a while. The good thing about inquiries, at least they're only on your credit for 2 years. So you can work your way out of inquiries. Manage your credit utilization. Keep your credit cards down. All right. Keep those balances under 30%. But if you really want to be safe, keep your cards paid in full, or no more than 20-25%. That's what I advise. I don't want you guys dancing all over 30% and falling into 31%, 32%. This is, every time you go over 30%, you get a significant score drop. I don't know, 10 to 15 points, I'd say it's probably good. Okay, we're going to do number 5 again. We talked about managing utilization. So manage your credit card utilization as if it's a top priority. Remember, it's 30% of your score. All right. Now, right here, we're going to be talking about resolving collections. And, you can resolve these collections. Make sure you talk to creditors and get any collection in writing. Make sure you have documentation before you pay anybody. If you're not in a credit repair program, contact them, ask them for 30 to 40% to pay off the bill. 30-40% is a lower rate than what they're usually wanting to give you. They're usually wanting to give you around 50% to 60% on settlements, but you don't want to go in there asking for that. You want to ask for twice as low as that. That way you can get them to give you their lowest offer. All right, resolve those accounts. Contact those creditors. You can sometimes get creditors to remove the accounts after you pay them, but unless you get that in writing, it's not going to happen. Other ways to build on your credit is to get Experian Boost. They would allow you to put your utilities and things like that on the credit and get report for paying those on time. It only works for Experian, so you can't do that on the other reports. And some other ways to get more of what you're paying for to show on your credit is with furniture accounts. If you have to go to the doctor or the dentist and they give you care credit lines or a line of credit to pay for your bills. So your health care costs can be financed nowadays. So can your auto repairs. So many of those will give that to you. So we already talked about furniture, and I can't think of any more, but anything that you can get to show on your credit is going to help your credit. All right, we're going to stop there, and just a little brief review of different ways to build your credit and to pay attention more to your credit and get the best out of your credit. This is Darrell signing off. Hope you all have a good one.